Okay, guys, it is Wednesday, and normally I do Facebook Live. However, today, which is Wednesday, October 20th, had some issues with my laptop and my Facebook Live. So then I tried it on my phone, and there was a lot of interference. So, what I wanted to do was just record a video about the topic, which is the benefits, actually 5 key benefits of protein for your health. I'm going to talk a little bit about what is protein and why it's important. I will be posting this in the Mind Body Beautiful Facebook group and under the guide section, and let you all know that it's there. So first of all, protein is important and it's necessary in our diets because mainly because, well, science says so. And when you're active and you want to become stronger and feel good, you need to have a protein rich diet to help you do that. So I'm going to go back to some basics. We're going to take a look at protein and then talk about how and why it benefits us. So protein is one of 3 major nutrients. We have carbohydrates, we have fats, and then there's protein. And protein is made up of amino acids. And those amino acids are actually building blocks that can be broken down, right? The building blocks we break down, and then they are reassembled in different ways and fed differently in our body. So protein and amino acids are the main components of muscles, organs, bone, skin, tissues, so like ligaments, tendons, and all of that. So when we eat the protein, our body breaks it down into those individual amino acids as the food is being digested. And then those amino acids create new proteins where they're needed, like I said before. So if we don't eat enough protein, our body's not going to become stronger and you'll break down muscle. And that's something that we don't want, because when we build up lean muscle, what happens is we burn body fat at the same time. So there's lots of benefits. I'm going to talk about 5 benefits of protein. The first one is it makes you feel full. So you have that feeling of fullness, even more than carbohydrates and fats. And it's beneficial for athletes, but it's beneficial for those of us who want to get stronger, who are working out, who, which helps us with our energy. We want to lose a little body fat, become leaner, lose some weight. And it can fuel our body for long stretches of time. And it helps, it reduces our appetite and hunger levels, and reduce calorie intake, so we're not eating so much, mainly the bad foods, right? So when we're hungry, we typically find those convenient processed foods to eat instead. And so it's really important that we feel full so that we don't dive into those types of foods. So benefit number 2, protein boosts metabolism. So along with reducing your appetite, it does temporarily boost your metabolism. So the body uses energy to digest and make use of nutrients in foods. That's for all foods. And that's the thermic effect of food. So protein's thermic effect is much higher than that of carbohydrates and fats. It takes longer to break that down. So you want to not only eat protein on breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but you want to use those snack times to get those proteins in as well, because that will ultimately help you lose that little bit of belly fat or a lot of belly fat. If you do replace the carbohydrate type snacks with having some protein. Okay, that'll help you get that protein in. The third benefit, it helps maintain your muscles. So eating adequate amounts of protein will help maintain muscle mass, prevents muscle wasting. So if you're walking, if you're cycling, if you're lifting weights, any activity, you do need to eat protein. It's no longer eating like a bird here, women. It is about eating enough calories to fuel our body, build lean muscle, burn body fat. So you need to eat. Benefit number 4, it aids with muscle recovery and growth. So protein helps prevent muscle breakdown, but it can also help build and strengthen muscles. So it's combining activity and exercise with high protein, which promotes muscle growth and strengthening. And so those essential amino acids are really, really important. Those are in our proteins because it does help promote muscle growth, helps with exercise endurance, And those are really important. And now there's essential amino acids and non-essential, and sometimes we need to take what they call branched chain amino acids in a supplement form to help with that process. And so high quality proteins that are animal based that are really good for you would be poultries, beef, fish, egg products, whole eggs even are really beneficial. But there are also protein plant-based options like soybeans and tofu. Also, protein supplements in powder can be used to help supplement, so use those as snack times. Sometimes those regular whole foods are less accessible, right? Protein shakes I recommend. They can be plant-based too, or soy or pea proteins if you have problems with like bloating from whey or anything like that. So when you're on the go, having a protein supplement is super important to help promote growth and recovery. And benefit number 5 is it's good for your body, right? So obviously I just told you that earlier, but I'll repeat it. Protein forms the main building blocks for the tissues and organs, tendons, all of that kind of stuff. And it will help your body repair quicker, which is what we need. So there's a misconception that high protein intake will harm your kidneys. It can cause harm if you already have kidney problems, but if you don't have kidney problems, you have healthy kidneys, there's not a problem with high protein. So just think of it that way. So how much protein should you consume and how often? So there's a lot of benefits of having it. How much do you need, and how much do you need to supplement your workout? So if you're moderately active, up to like 0.5 to 0.75 grams of protein per pound of body weight. But if you're doing like resistance training and you're doing it frequently, like Monday through Friday or a little bit more, you're going to want to eat a little bit more, like 0.8 to 1 grams per pound of body weight. So that will help build up those lean muscle and burn body fat. So take that into consideration. However, we also want to look at age, height, weight, and the other ultimate goals that you have to determine how many grams of protein you need per day. Timing of your protein is super important as well, especially when you're trying to build lean muscle and burn body fat. It helps repair, right? And having that adequate protein, again, will help build that lean muscle. And so it's important to have protein post-workout about a half hour, so 30 to 60 minutes after your workout. You want to have high-quality protein, so a protein supplement, or those lean protein choices that I talked about earlier. So like 25 grams is a good serving size. It's like your snacks are more like 10 grams per serving size. So you can really kind of keep track of that. So 25 grams is good for like 3 to 4 ounces of chicken or turkey or a lean protein like that. Your protein snacks like your yogurt or let's say like beef jerky and stuff, those are going to be more like your 10 grams. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're choosing your protein sources. So hopefully this was helpful. I would love to see some comments below this video. And again, I'm sorry that our Facebook Live was not doing what we needed it to do, and there was a lot of interference. So let me know if you have any questions at all. I'll be more than happy to respond, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening.